All our opinions are important, all our opinions count. Isn't that right, Janet?
No. I've never thought that everyone has an opinion worth listening to. Some people do, and some people don't. And I've got selective
In your opinion?
hearing. In my opinion. I've got selective hearing. So when you start speaking, I've fast-forwarded to the end of the sentence, I've worked out what you're saying, and I've filed it under intelligent or useless.
Nothing,
everybody.
and nothing in between.
Nothing in between. But now
between?
I've got scientific evidence, haven't I? Because there's something in the paper today. Psychologists say they've done a study, a serious study. They split up 98 men. Oh, where are the women? 98 men, 30 from Denmark, 30 from Iran and 38 from China. Well, that's a pretty weird cross-section of the world's men, but there we go. They say it's... they asked them all... they set them into pairs. Anyway, the study revealed that it's bad to give everyone's opinion equal weight because some people in the group are not experts. And we're so worried about offending people that we listen to them and we treat what they're saying as something...
So even when you're listening and you know it's drivel and you think he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that. I mean, the headline that caught our eye was treating everyone as equal is a recipe for disaster. And I do think... in a group, so say as a group of people and we had to decide, I don't know, we've got to edit a Lucemin newspaper, I would immediately go, well, Janet would know what she's talking about.
Would you?
So I would listen, but including my own opinion.
Cross her at your peril.
I would listen, but, you know, I'm just saying you would defer to people that you believe. I'm not saying they necessarily
Would you believe
are.
we're intelligent?
Yeah.
I believe you're intelligent. But I think you would defer to the person in that group that you know could do that job. So, therefore, are you wasting time? I would listen to everybody's opinion.
I genuinely believe that everyone has something to offer. Maybe, you know, it's all depends. No, it's...
What are you, a hippie in an earlier life? Did you grow up in a collective or something?
Genuinely... OK, obviously it's dependent on the situation, but I don't know, I think I've got something to learn from anyone. I've got something, you know... You can learn something from a 3-year-old. You really can.
Like what, how to dribble?
No.
How to poo into a nappy? Just tell me what I'm going to learn from a 3-year-old.
Isn't it wasting time? So say they were giving an example of saying, say 4 people are sharing a house, and you say, right, you have to decide what utilities companies you go with. Would you not go with the person who's good at finance?
This is what I'm saying. It's dependent on the situation. I don't think that everyone has something to offer in every situation, but I don't believe that, you know, you should discard someone because you don't deem them as intelligent. I believe that.
I'm not discarding them, I'm letting them talk, but it's not getting through.
Is that what you're doing to me? Is that what you're doing to me
I
now?
do not do it to you because you're highly intelligent and don't do yourself down. But I speak as someone who, editing a newspaper, had people giving me opinions and points of view all the time, and so I just developed this filter. I just filter it out. It's like scars, it's like noise, it's like when the telly's not tuned right. I'm not hearing it.
Are you hearing Janet now, or have you tuned out? I think Colin tuned out about...
What's worrying me is the amount of times, like in our
ago.
meetings, where, you know, they go, what do you think, Colin? And I always look at Jan and think, God, she's really listening. Now I realise she thinks of me as skulls.
You're just like white
She's like
noise.
that, like, yeah, what an idiot. Anyway, no, I think everyone has a right to an opinion. That's what I think, and I think everyone's opinion should be listened to. And I've had really strong opinions about something, even on this show, and then Janet has said something, and I've gone, actually, I think you're right. So I'm quite willing for my opinion to
The
be...
people that shout loudest aren't always the most intelligent or the expert. You know, I think everyone's been expert now. I wasn't looking at Janet when I said that.